here on the Audi stand at the eCarExpo in Stockholm, Sweden. We've got a couple of familiar faces. We've got the RS e-tron GT. We already have the e-tron GT first impressions video on the channel. Then we've got this beautiful Audi Grand Sphere concept, like absolutely stunning. Like, look how aero this thing is. Real cruiser, pan-European, pan-continent, windows, cameras for mirrors. Absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. Audi badges illuminated there. I like this design language down here, actually. And there's a little potted plant in there. Not sure if you can see it. I remember being on the concept vehicle. But yeah, beautiful. Charging flap up on the C-pillar. Look at the spoiler at the back here. And look how much it goes in. Got the Audi illuminated in red there for the rear. Beautiful. Beautiful. We've got the Q4 Sportback e-tron. We have this on the channel in navy. Just put it up recently if you're interested in that review. And then we have one of the first Audis I had on the channel, which is now called the Q8 e-tron. It was just called the e-tron. And you can see it's got the new Audi branding. This beautiful gloss black and white. And that Audi design grille. Real air vents there for the air curtains. You've got the cameras for wing mirrors, and you've got the dual port charging flaps either side. The normal handles. This is the Sportback. Let me just close that up before I open the door. Bleeping away there. Oh yeah, so remember this. You have wing mirror down here. A lot of people aren't happy with where it was. And so what I'm trying to do now is turn down the volume. Yeah. Audio. Yeah. Very similar design language to the Q4, to the other e-tron. So really it's an aesthetic update externally. I don't think there's much happening internally. Head-up display. You've got that MMI Audi system. So all very good. This kind of looks like they should have a cover over it. But beautiful nonetheless. See what the space is like in the back. The fact that it is a Sportback. You have, oh yeah, lovely. Good leg room anyway, and feet can go in underneath. And headroom, not bad as well, 6'2", 188 centimetres. So yeah, nice refresh. I think the battery chemistry is changing this as well, so it is going to be a bit of a better range. Have a look at the more data and specs on the Audi Q8 and SQ8. The vehicle length is 4.9 metres long with a width of 1.9 and a height of 1.6, and for the Sportback it is a height of 1.63. The SQ8 e-tron and the SQ8 Sportback are 2mm lower and 39mm wider. Its wheelbase of 2.9 metres allows for a lot of legroom in the back seats, and it has storage of 569 in the boot or trunk of the SUV, and then 528 litres in the Sportback. There's also 62 litres available in the front storage area. For both body shapes, 3 drivetrain variants are available. Electric all-wheel drive can be selected. With their 2 motors, the base models of the Audi Q8 50 e-tron and the Audi Q8 50 Sportback e-tron generate 250 kilowatt in boost mode, 664 newton meters of torque, and they get a range of 491 kilometers and 505 for the Sportback in accordance with WLTP. With the 2 motors, the Audi Q8 55 e-tron and the 55 Sportback e-tron generate 300 kilowatt in boost mode and 664 newton meters of torque. Their ranges are 582 kilometers for the SUV and 600 kilometers for the Sportback, again in accordance with WLTP. The top speed of the Q8 50 e-tron is limited to 200 kilometers an hour. Then you've got the top-end Audi SQ8 e-tron and SQ8 Sportback e-tron. They have 3 motors. Their boost performance amounts to 370 kilowatts, giving you 973 newton meters of torque, and a range of the S models are up to 494 for the SUV and 513 kilometers for the Sportback, and the top speed for those S versions are 210 kilometers an hour. 2 battery sizes can be selected. The battery for the Q8 50 e-tron has a storage capacity of 89. That's 95 gross.
while the more powerful version of the 55 e-tron and the SQ8 e-tron have 106 net kilowatt hour battery. It's 114 gross. And then because of that battery management system has been adjusted, you have better range for customers. At a high power charging station, the Q8 50 e-tron reaches the maximum charging performance of 150, and then the 55 and the SQ8 reaches the maximum charging speeds of 170 kilowatts on DC. The bigger battery can charge from 10 to 80% in roughly 31 minutes under ideal conditions, and that gives you a range of 420 kilometers. On an AC charging station, you can get up to an initial upgrade of 22 kilowatts, which is great to see. Under ideal conditions, the Audi Q8 50 e-tron can completely charge in around 9 hours and 15 minutes. That's if it's on a 22, and around that's on a 7 kilowatt, and at 4 hours 45 minutes if you have it on a 22 kilowatt charger. Comes standards with plug and charge functionality at a compatible charging station. The vehicle authorizes itself when inserting the charging cable and activates the charging points. That's set to launch across Audi charging stations across Europe. It's called the e-tron charging service, and it's going to be access to 400,000 public charging stations across Europe, and you'll have the e-tron route planner providing reliable support when you're searching for those stations along the route. The revised rear axle motor and the electric torque vectoring also gives you better dynamics. This video is in partnership with Nevo.ie, Ireland's only dedicated electric vehicle platform. Browse every electric vehicle, make, model, new and used on Nevo.ie. You can view each model in different colours, learn about the specs and features, and watch even more EV reviews. You can compare your favourite model with the handy comparison tool, and your next trip can be planned on our EV Journey Planner. Head over to Nevo.ie today to learn more.
Let me know what you think of my quick walk around the Audi stand at the eCarExpo. We've got the Q8 e-tron Sportback, Q4 e-tron Sportback, Audi Grand Sphere Concept, and then the RS GT. So yeah, lots of big Audis on go here. Hopefully you've enjoyed that video. First impressions of that Q8. We're going to get on the channel, do a proper full review. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and share. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.